Hey, what's up, y'all? Good evening to everybody. This is a special edition of Big Cat Safe Space. I'm gonna call this one the Lions Den, bro, and I got a surprise for y'all. Um, Throughout this entire journey or whatever, I've been talking about like going deeper and being comfortable. Uh, well, tonight on this special Friday night, I got a very special guest for y'all. I'm gonna call this the Lions Den because lions are courageous, bro, and you got to be courageous to do what we gonna do tonight. We gonna dig deep, but um, the person sitting next to me, my partner, the big homie, the little homie, the motivator, the annoyer, the irritator, the lovely, the kind-hearted, man, just naturally magnetizing. Uh, Mrs. Kiana Porter, yo. It's been a long time coming, and to do something like this with her this evening, it's real special. It's real special. So, um, I wanted to tell you this first, and this is why I want you to tell. I didn't want to tell you this earlier, like, but I met this guy today, and when you talk about like confirmation, I had seen this guy around the cafe, like hella times, and we spoke. You know what I'm saying? But uh, I just felt compelled to like almost like testify to him. You know what I'm saying? But he asked me how I was doing, and I have a habit of saying that I'm phenomenal. Like that's me.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you know what I'm saying? That's
your
my word. Um, and I told him, I said, for the first time in my life, I felt free, which is where I was referring to in my last content when I talked about being on a level spiritually, with my relationship or whatnot. Just I think I hit another level of growth to where I feel comfortable. And I was on Instagram the other day, and Eric Thomas had posted this video talking about the importance of his wife. And it wasn't until that moment to where I can honestly say, like, that last piece to complete my comfortability, like, really, really hit. Like, so I appreciate you. We've been through a lot of bull. We didn't have a lot of great times, but we've had a lot of growth individually, separately, um, and
It's been great growth.
yeah, the fact that we're in this moment, after everything that we've been through, even in the past 2, 3 years, um, this is truly a blessing. So, without further ado, this is my wife, the lovely Kiana Porter, and she's gonna be joining us this evening. Uh, we got the special game here. It's called Tell Me. Uh, we got the couples edition, but to keep it simple, Tell Me is like it's like a version of 21 questions. In the past year, I've been focusing on effective communication, intentional communication, uh, delivering and having difficult conversations without someone taking your opinion or your feeling personal. This game has helped us in our relationship, because to play this game, you gotta be courageous. You gotta have the heart of a lion.
You got to be willing to be open and just put it out there and, just be who you are. Answer the questions and just, you know, talk about it.
And there ain't no rules to it. That's what makes it cool. Some people they take the game and they read the card. One person answers the question. We've done that. We've also taken turns like pulling cards and we both answer the question. So um, I'm hoping that one person gets something from this, even if it's the ability to have a conversation or to want to have a conversation regarding something that's going on in your life. Maybe something that we're going through resonates with you and your relationship, personally or professionally, as I say. And that's it. So We gonna shuffle the cards. This ain't nothing
I know.
that's
First, I mean, it's not that to promote the game, but it is something to like promote growth in your marriage, relationship, whatever. And I was looking just for a game, just for us, for open communication things. And I came about this game. Like I had like four different games in my cart, and this was the one that stuck out most to me, because of the questions that was there, and they felt like they were more um, questions that you can be like a lot more honest with, and not have to put too much thought into it. And then it was just questions that you wouldn't even think to say, hey, let's sit down and talk about this, or just bring this random question up. So this actually helps, and it was fun, like just
yeah.
sitting there,
It
just
was.
doing the questions.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but it was dope just to really ask some of the questions that we've answered maybe in a non-calm setting, because again, like, to even play the game, you got to have a conversation like, hey,
Right.
are you, how honest, you know what I'm saying, are you
How
really
honest are
willing to
you
be,
trying to be?
or even asking people, is there anything that you don't want to touch, like even before we started this, I'll always be that way, because there's a level of respect that you should have for any person, to not cross that boundary or to trigger someone in some type of way. um, but I'm glad that we've come as far as we have, because even in regards to our darkest moments, when we were separated and whatnot, um, we're able to talk about that constructively, if that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I mean,
Like it all comes from a place of acknowledgement and moving towards growth, if that makes sense, because the whole thing is, I've learned that sometimes we just have to admit what we did. It's not about blame, you know. It's not about pride. It's not about ego. It's truly about being sincere and intentional with your apologies, and really wanting to focus on change. Like, to get to the core of something, it really takes a lot of selflessness.
mm-hmm.
Just to kind of put yourself aside and try and understand the other person's perspective, because that's really what it's all about. Like, we all communicate in our same way, and we could all have the same end goal in mind, but how we get there could be totally different. And really, with the effective communication, you're not asking either person to change, you're just trying to be understood. Like, and I think, yeah, up until recently, like, we didn't really understand that.
Yeah.
Like, both of us were young when we got married. I was 21, and you were what, 27 or going on 27? Because we're 6 years apart.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, there's a lot of great moments, but a lot of mistakes, a lot of opportunities for growth. Even though we both were mature in our own ways, we both lacked. And if I learned nothing, growing up and being married young, it's that it can be for sure challenging, because you're trying to learn yourself. The other individual is trying to learn themselves, and then at the same time, you're trying to put two people together and learn how to grow as
from
one.
Two different worlds.
Two different backgrounds. Yeah.
Two different age groups. Like, yeah. I mean, some of the stuff that I already done, you were just starting to do. So.
Yeah. Even from experience, like, it's one thing with experience and being an adult, but even the background, like, with you growing up with two parents, and then me coming, from a single parent household, me having, like, we both have street smarts, but I've been put in a lot more situations, you know what I'm saying, like, that required for me to be in survival mode. And for you are naturally giving. Like, naturally people flock to you for love, you know what I'm saying.
I'm tired of people. No,
I'm
not.
And it's it's dope because you have a level of compassion that can't be taught. It can't be faked either. You know, it's crazy because my homeboy across the street, his grandbaby is what do you say, 9 months, and we had saw her like when she was very very little or whatnot, but hadn't seen her at all since then. And I saw her outside. She was in a little Jeep and whatnot, a little Power Wheel, and so I called Kiana like, "Hey, you gotta come outside real quick." She come outside, and the little girl like, she just like kept reaching for Kiana, and I'm like, "Damn, she ain't that. She, you know what I'm saying? She ain't seen her since she was maybe like a month or so, and she out here running right to her." And my neighbor's wife was like, "She won't even come to grandma, but she'll come to you." So
she gave me hugs. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope, but. Yes, this is gonna be awesome. This is so.
So we do what?
We can shuffle the cards. You know what I'm saying?
Four
Some people don't
questions.
think we just. Yeah, we can probably do 4 questions and we'll see. You know.
I mean, we don't necessarily have to shuffle them. I always just pull from the middle, anyways.
That's cool. That's cool. You want to read the card?
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything about yourself that you don't particularly like, and about which you haven't told me yet?
Oh, that's a tough one. It's tough primarily because, like I said, the whole point of me being on this journey right now is I feel comfortable with myself. You know what I'm saying? Even right now, you know what I'm saying? We in pajamas. I'm in a beater. You know what I'm saying? We just getting this done. I really felt compelled to do this tonight. But I can tell you the biggest thing that I have struggled with is jealousy. To play, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird because when you as an individual, when you doing something that you know you ain't supposed to do, it typically shows. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just shows, and you can have nothing to fear, but because you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you hiding something, whatever it does. So, yeah, that's me.
Like, that's the thing that you don't particularly like about yourself.
You know what? Yes, because like that was where I originally noticed it. You know, when I was doing what I wasn't supposed to do, and it just spoke out like, "Yo, you jealous than the mug, bro." And in a sense, like, don't get me wrong. I understand every man is protective of his own, but yeah, I done been OP a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I'd be that dude. I would be that dude. So that's something that I've truly had to get over. You know, including the most recent conversation that we had when we was in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like, through growth, I understand that that's an area of opportunity. But because of the growth that I have had, those things don't bother me the way that they used to. And transparently, because I don't have anything going on, it's been even easier to not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To not be in that. Yeah. So that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, like, I'm gonna be transparent. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me.
I'm gonna try to answer the question.
Oh snap! I didn't think you was gonna come in like that. Okay, let me drink some water. Hold up.
You haven't told me yet.
Ooh. Let me sip again on that one.
Is there anything about yourself that you don't particularly like, and about which you haven't told me yet? I think the one thing that I would say about me is, I don't know, I think I would say, like, how much I talk about and live on faith, and sometimes I forget how to use it.
Damn. Double homicide. No, it's funny that you say that because I was talking to my man Charles the other day, and he came in, he was like, "Felix." I'm like, "What's up, Charles?" He like, "Man, I just had to come in here and tell you, you were on my mind, and I remember us talking about faith, and I heard, I think he said he was listening to a guy named Napoleon Hill or whatnot, and he was talking about we all have faith, but most of us tend not to apply it, and that could be our biggest deterrent. And that was part of why last week, why I was just like, yo, I kept holding on to it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna start this journey on our way to Vegas, and I'm gonna ride it, and that's just how I've been. Like,
It's crazy because just seeing how, and this is probably like a little side note, but this just shows you how like God works. Um, because earlier, I was having my own little moment or whatever, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to pray for myself right now. I don't know how to pray for my situation right now. And of course, you always have one person that you can call and just be like, listen, I just need you to pray for me right now.
yeah.
And we were having a conversation, and it was crazy because like 2 hours later into my work day, and I'm sitting here, and she was like, "Oh my God, I just turned on the TV, and I barely watch TV. I don't watch TV either." But she turned on the TV, and there was this thing on there, and it was just talking about like God and your relationship and stuff like that. And she was like, "Okay, I hear you, Lord, because apparently this was from you, because I don't even watch TV and I don't even watch this channel." And then like 10 minutes later, I'm doing contracts. So I'm sitting here and I'm going through the contracts and stuff. And I mean, I see like a bunch of them in a day. And so all of them are like master closets and stuff like that. But this particular one today had prayer closet on there.
Oh
And it
wow.
was wrote in all caps at the top of the page. And I'm like, all right, Lord, I see what you're saying. Okay. So, like, just that conversation and then bringing it into today with my response to that, like, it just shows me confirmation.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Let's touch on that real quick.
Oops.
Oh, you bugging?
No, my meat
You
just hit
bugging?
the table.
Yeah, you about to get put
Whatever.
out. In regards to your faith, or both of our faith, you know what I'm saying? Let's address that, cause that's another one, man. Like I ain't never been like,
Really on it,
yeah,
in
like I
it.
ain't, yeah, like I mean, I
You've had your moments.
acts of service is always something that I've just felt is me. You know what I'm saying? Like because I was a bigger kid, I always was participated. You know what I'm saying, to do the stuff. Anytime there was chairs, it was a courteous thing to do, but it's just naturally. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
it went out the window fast. That's how he wrote me in. They told me I robbed the cradle. I said the cradle robbed me.
I ain't chill with all that. That's all off subject. You tripping? But
You said chairs, that got me.
oh, you bugging. What was I even saying, man?
Something about chairs and being the
Stop
guy that
playing.
you
I'm
are.
being serious.
I am being serious.
What was the question?
We were talking about faith.
Oh, thank you. I
Leave
ain't
that
never
pen
been like.
alone.
I ain't never been like. Or there was a time where, growing up, being Christian, um, and growing up with my mom as a Christian are two different things, bro. But I grew up to really despise church for a number of reasons. Um, whether it was me allowing people and their opinions to affect me, especially with me having tattoos, my ears piercing, I've always been considered a rebel regardless. But um, getting to a point to where I had to learn God for myself. And when I say God, like I said, man, like I'll support whoever. Whatever you believe in, you believe in that. Like I have different feelings when it comes to like heaven, hell, and all of that. Like, listen, man, you can only be held accountable for what you believe in. That's my opinion. So I believe there's a God, there's a higher being, there's someone that created us, and with that being in mind, I'm forever grateful for all of my trials and tribulations, for everything that I have, for everything that I don't have. That's me. I've gotten to a point to where I'm comfortable with that. And when some people have prayer. They're doing the whole on your knees, Father God in heaven, all of that. For me, I'm to a point to where the same way I'm talking essentially to this camera, the same way I'm talking to her, I have that conversation with God. I used to be really big to where I was church and worried about following all these set of rules. Realistically, something that no one will ever be able to accomplish. Um, and it's not to say I do things just willingly to go against that, but there's a level of realism when it comes to life and trying to be the best version of yourself. So that's what I really take my Christianity as. Some people think you have to go around and be missionaries and preach to everybody. No, 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 no. Even what I'm doing now, um, I know that this may be a safe haven for someone else. The fact that we're able to have these conversations openly, somebody else in their marriage may be affected by one of these questions, and because you hear somebody else say it, get along hearing someone that might have a similar mindset, um, it lets you know you're not alone. We are not alone.
Mm-hmm.
We are not, and we just have to call these things as they are, whatever it is. So that's me. I'll let Kiana tell you a little bit about hers. I did really want to discuss this, so this is not really a sidebar. This is my flow. You know what I'm saying? This is my flow of doing this, and um, I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here, boy.
You're welcome. Oh, but if we're talking about like faith and things like that, like, um, I do believe that we say there's no book to, um, an instruction book on life, when actually, for me, I believe that there is, and that's what I think the Bible is. And when I read through it and I, come across things that we go through in life, it's one of those things to where, you know what? The Lord did give us something to use. It's called the Bible. We just don't like to read it because we feel like it's boring or it's tiring. But if you dig into it, you'll find all the keys to life in it. And so I actually believe that, um, the Bible is the book of life. And if we actually read it and go by it, we would be a lot better in our lives. When we think about faith and stuff like that, like, if you believe in God or a higher being or whatever, faith is just going out just stepping out on faith and just believing in what you're asking God for and that He's going to do it. And so we've come across that quite a few times in our marriage, just in life, and just seeing how being consistent with, um, just prayer or talking to God. That's just what you can call it. Just call it talking to God, because we always thought that prayer was always to close your eyes, bow your head, and stuff like that. But if God can hear you, then He can hear you just sitting there talking to Him. So I have a bunch of outbursts sometimes, and just to get stuff off my chest, because I'm like, look, Lord, you got to do this. Okay, take the wheel right now. But yeah, we just have to believe that it's going to happen for us, and knowing that it's not going to happen in our time but in His, and whenever that is, like He said, He'll never leave us nor forsake us. So when have we ever been down and never got back up? When has it been too hard that we couldn't, start all over again or do something again? So I honestly, I do believe in faith, and I'm just trying to tap back into it more than I was before, because sometimes we get um, too into life and
lost in the sauce.
the earthly things, and we forget that. And sometimes He just wants us to reel ourselves back in and say, "Hey, I'm the one. I'm the creator. This is all mine." on what are you laughing for?
Cause man, some of these questions be funny as hell. They be funny. Cause as serious as you being right now, this ain't even. I'm finna laugh. Right. So we gonna jump right back into this. So when did you realize that we could be more than friends? Hey.
When did I realize that we can be more than friends was when
There we go, right there.
when we went on our first date and had fun. We was at the arcade and at the dollar show.
Man, wasn't that like our only date, low key?
No, because we went to that whack fight.
Yeah, we didn't go. That don't even count, man. I don't think that. The most that damn date cost me was a damn parking to get into the damn Pontiac Silverdome. $30 for a goddamn main event that lasted 13 seconds.
I mean, we blinked and it was over.
I literally looked. She had a BlackBerry, so you know it took for me a minute to look. I looked down. I looked down, unlike that damn BlackBerry, and looked up, and it's like, everybody was like screaming. I mean, everybody, it probably was like, what?
It wasn't that many people.
Probably like 50 people in a damn Pontiac Silverdome. But whatever, man. Go ahead and tell your story. My bad.
No, but we went on our first date, and he told me to pick somewhere to go. So I like to do cheap stuff because I don't like to spend a lot of money. And we went to what was the dollar show back in Michigan, and then we went to
Movie
the arcade.
16?
Right. And we went to the arcade that was inside the movie. Inside, it was in the mall. So it was like the mall, and then it was the movies, and then they had like a little arcade thing there. So we went there, and I think the most thing I wanted to know, because again, we're gonna go back to him talking about chairs and pulling chairs out and stuff like that. He was doing that in the beginning, y'all.
Look, man, every once in a while, brother, do it. I took her to have Chompies, man. Y'all seen my Chompies review? It's legit. I took her to Chompies. I opened the door both times.
He do it on a whim now.
Hey, that's
then
right.
It was like, oh, don't touch the door. Oh, let me open the door. You open it. Look, I was like, I can open my own door, but he was taking too long to walk around the car, and I was used to, jumping out when the car, turned off when it was parked. But anywho, all of that, and I was like, okay, let's see. So then we went there, and we had fun in the arcade. So I was like, all right, we might be all right, because, he know how to have fun like I do. And we don't like to just go and play games and not win tickets.
Whatever, man. That's not. You gotta move on, because I ain't answering that question.
Oh, yes, you are.
No, because
yes, you
like
are.
my answer.
What?
Me too.
What's your answer? He knew how to have fun.
No,
so
when she let me move in, I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah. My mama put my ass out. I was like, let me go over here, be with Booth. Like, I had just got that white car and everything too. Remember? I had the setup.
Right.
The setup.
His ass knew what he was doing. Okay. What are you particularly thankful to me for?
The hell does that even mean? Thankful to me for?
Thankful to me. Me. Like M-E over here.
Like, what am I thankful
for? What are you thankful
about you?
To me for?
Bro, listen, I don't have time. You're gonna have to pick another card, because that don't even sound right. What are you thankful to me for?
What are you particularly thankful to me for?
Okay, so bear with me. What am I saying thank you to for? Man, look, we gonna have to edit this part out this damn video.
No.
Because you laughing.
So.
I'm being so serious. That sounds stupid.
Because hit your pen again.
No, it just sounds stupid.
I am thankful to you for.
Dog, that don't listen. I'm not. Next question, bro. Look. I'm drawing the line there. That sounds stupid. What do you particularly thank you to me for?
Thankful, not thank you. See, you ain't even.
That's why I said thankful. What are you thankful to me
said
for?
Thank you to me.
No, I didn't. Shut up, man.
You said thank me Thank you to me for.
Thankful to me for.
Yeah.
I don't what does it mean to be thankful to you?
I'm gonna say.
You gonna say you about to be on some metaphor type shit, man. Look, you got me on here being me for real. No, man, we finna go to the next question, dog. I ain't finna sit here. I feel. Hell out of here with that.
You read the question before you
that
read
was stupid. No, I didn't. I just picked it up.
How you not going to answer the question?
Oh, this about to be legit. Hold on. This fool. What's up, bro?
What's up?
Nah, nigga, you finna be on camera. I'm finna put you on camera. Nah, I'm just playing. Yeah, we recording now. What's good, baby?
Oh, you can call me later.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
No, for real. All BS aside, are you good?
I don't know. I'm a little traumatized, but I'm just glad we was safe.
Hey, me too. Stay your ass in the house.
Bro, look at my knees, nigga.
Bruh. Oh, they got my nigga. She had to go to the ER, bruh.
Shit was crazy. Bro, I literally seen the nigga like spraying.
Hey, look, hey. Oh, you seen him fire?
Yes. Like, cause what happened was, we was inside, and they was putting us out, cause they was like, well, okay, we was outside. Well, we was inside first, and we went outside, and they had moved the party outside, so everybody came outside, but they was like, the feds trying to shut us down, so, like, everybody going back inside if you don't want to leave. So we all came back inside. Then the party was over at 12. They had cut the lights on at like 11:30 or 11:40. And so we was all walking out. Then as soon as me and my roommate had turned the corner, they just start spraying. Everybody started running. People was falling on top of each other. Yeah. I fell like twice. Somebody
I
fell
see
on my
the
head.
legs, girl. You got them chicken legs.
Literally, like look at them.
Bro, I told you don't wear them damn flip flops out no more.
Bro, I think you was about to say something about
yeah. No, I'm glad. Hey, look, I'm glad that you safe. If I know you're gonna be up for a minute if you feeling how you feeling, so let me call you when we finish this. We'll probably be done no more than a half hour. Okay.
Love you.
Love you too, baby. So this goofy on the phone, real quick. Janaya, her first day being away at college, moved in last night. Go to a party. They start shooting at the damn party. So, you know, she ran, bust her knees up. And she's somewhat light skinned, so you know it show bad. Got them busted knees. But she alright though. She hopefully she learned from it. Stop trying to go somewhere with everybody. But she 18, she gonna do what she do.
What's your question?
Oh, yeah. Hey. Is there anything about me that you don't particularly like? Yo, talk about the end of the spectrum, bro. Read them and wait.
Let's see. Anything I don't particularly like about you?
I'm my daddy's son.
Let's see. Nowadays, no. There's not.
No, you can be for real. You can be legit.
Okay, I can be legit. I hate when you pick around your beard. Because you been looking like Patch Adams.
She being all over free. She didn't even Nah, hey. You get one.
Cause you gonna say, you know what I don't like about you is your gaps.
I wasn't actually gonna say nothing. I appreciate you, Queen. If you watching this video, you know who you are, my man. Hey, she get one. She got her one. You got your one.
Whatever.
Yeah. That's all you get.
Yeah. Answer the question.
Oh, I ain't know we was playing. I mean, for real, you. Oh.
See?
You placed some expectations on me.
What? Do you want to go to the next question? Because you don't want to tell me what you don't like about me.
No, it's not even that. I just told you, like, to answer that question, I've learned to appreciate people for who they are and not who they aren't or what they aren't. That's my outlook. You know what I'm saying? So, ain't nothing like that. But if it was,
What?
if it shall be that.
You just read that question.
G-A-P.
Yeah, hold that one.
No, what you got? No, I had to answer mine. Oh, no, we not. I'm gonna draw the line somewhere. Yo, y'all tripping, bro.
Let me go to the bottom. Okay, this is an easy one. This one will work. What makes you feel safe in my presence?
The hell does that even mean? Why I feel comfortable passing gas around you? I mean, I done hit a decade of practice. I mean, but no. I think every man, no matter how strong and how hard he is, he needs a nurturer, but he also needs somebody who gonna like challenge him to be better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
as an example,
Explain.
the fact that I started wearing suits or even just dressing more business casual as opposed to casual.
Yes, because let me stop you right
Chill.
there.
No,
Okay.
you chill, man. You ain't gotta do all
His
that.
wardrobe was over. Okay, it was hot, 90 degrees.
Man, look.
And he
I
wanted
didn't
to
like
wear
wearing
long
shorts.
sleeve flannels and paint and blue jeans
Let me tell y'all
all
something.
year long.
Let me tell y'all something. And this, anybody that went to
Stop with
Crossroads
the
on
flannels.
8 Mile in Greenfield, already know this to be true. In the wintertime in Michigan,
What about the summertime?
I used to have Rockport boots on with shorts. I was the only dude rocking shorts and boots and walking in the snow to the crib. Like, so respect my gangster.
That was in the wintertime.
I was
How
too
about
prideful. I wasn't getting
the
on that damn
summertime?
bus.
Blue jeans.
But I didn't like shorts. Essentially, I didn't like shorts as I got bigger, as I got fatter. You know, stuff just don't fit the same. Now, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But,
I went and bought him, like, how many outfits did I go buy you?
no,
Like,
that don't even matter.
4. And I was like, you're not wearing them flannels no more.
Yes, hey, I can't even rock nothing with squares if it ain't a tie today.
No.
Bro, she'd be like, nah.
Because he's going to go get them high school boy shirts.
Yo, look, I done wore some questionable stuff. I mean, everybody on here done wore some questionable stuff, man. I remember seeing one of my homeboys from school, Don. He had the belt that had the buckle with his name in it, and he was.
Oh, I used to want one of those.
Yeah, exactly. Where they had the joints where
With the
it'll light up.
LED?
Yeah.
I
Like you
used to
could
be
buy
on
them,
eBay
like,
trying to
bruh,
find one.
Stop it. Stop
You know, they still got those.
I bet they do.
And they still got the belt with the name. You can put your name with the metal
That's
in it.
ridiculous. All right, let's do one more. All right. Hey, this is a good one though. I really like this one.
Yeah.
Did you notice any positive character traits in me today?
Any positive character traits?
Positive is the word that I said. I know you got a new tooth, but you ain't
I
got
see. Look.
Oh.
That wasn't positive, so no.
Can't be a hater. I got lovers.
You got what?
I got subscribers.
Yeah, I can say today, you know, even though I thought you were like ignoring me when I was messaging you earlier, but
Yeah, I know you did.
yeah, that was your thing. You wanted me to.
No, I was grinding. Honestly, just so you know, transparently, as you were sending all the messages and whatnot, like, matter of fact, in the midst of everything happening, I kind of like just said a prayer in my head, and I'm like, okay, you got some form of release. Now go put in the work, big dog. Take that energy and go put it in the work. And it just happened to be so crazy that was one of the text messages that you sent. just go do an episode of your podcast. And then that's when I was like, let me go do the vaccine. Now's the time when I did it. Because remember, I was going to do it last night.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, I passed the test. If you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, in that moment of adversity.
You got up and did something.
Yeah. Like, I didn't allow my emotions to get the best of me. I told him the same thing at work. I'm like, yeah, you know, my morning started off rough as hell. But after I channeled all that energy and I put it into this, like, look at how the day ended. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's really how I was going to end the segment. You know, we can end at 45 minutes. But I really was going to ask you, like, what do you think about what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are your thoughts on kind of knowing and understanding my intentions behind this? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I think it's great. Like, it gives you another outlook, another avenue of expressing yourself and, you know, just putting stuff out there to where you're not keeping it all to yourself, but it actually can help somebody else. And to have a platform to where it's okay to be you, and like other people can come in and either leave comments or when you go live can, you know, ask questions, and it's like a talking thing. Like, there's no judgment or anything. It's just come as you are for the most part, and just, you know, enjoy the conversation, get something from it, leave something here. So I think it's all good. When you were talking about doing it at first, I was like, okay, you know, you want to do something different. So let's open up that door. And I was, you know, waiting for you to get it started and stuff. And then when you finally did it, when you started to do it, when we were in Vegas, I was like, all right,
yeah,
let's do it. Like, keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and it was dope because, like, today I had a conversation with bro, and, you know, he thought that I was mad about him not doing the podcast with me. And we just sat down and we kicked it, and I was like, listen, bro, I said, if anything,
if it's not your timing, it's not your timing.
No, it's not even that. It's even more simple than that point. For me, it's the whole concept that I always talk about. Me placing my expectations on somebody else. I wanted to do the podcast thing. He thought that it would be dope for us to do it together. I came up with the direction of it for the both of us to do it and have the debate. He agreed that was something that would be interested in, and he asked me to give him time. And as time went on, we had conversations about doing it more. So I kept putting in the work, thinking that, hey, if I put the work in, this will be different.
Right.
This will also build his ambition and make him more determined to do it. That was wrong. That was the wrong approach to do it. You know, I spent all that time putting that energy into a project, and placing the expectation that it would be a passion, as much of a passion for him as it is for me.
Do it.
Yeah, and I had to grow. You know, I never had any ill feelings towards him, and that's what I told him. I said, but bro, you got 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? You got your personal goals that you're trying to achieve. You got your career goals. You know what I'm saying? I'd be a fool to really be mad at you. You know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to figure something out on my own. You know what I'm saying? We are trying to figure things out. So, that's really what I've just learned though. Like, just understand. Like, it ain't personal.
Yeah.
It's not personal. Most conflict that you're going to have with somebody is not personal.
Right.
It's just that you have a perspective. You have a way you look at it. That person has a way that they look at it, because all our morals and values are different. Our experiences are different. You know? So we could share a lot of things in common, but no 2 minds are going to be the same.
True.
And I think when you really fall into that, things become great. You build on effective communication, you know, like, and that's why we're here. So I thank everybody for their time. You can follow us or follow me on Instagram, Big Cat Safe Space 21. Kiana has her online boutique, Passion Supreme. We're gonna keep following. We're gonna keep having these interesting conversations. these dope conversations, transparency and vulnerability. Um, Hopefully, this was a blessing, even if you just experienced a different side of me or us. If you're just being introduced to us because of whatever reason in my past that I didn't embrace my relationship, this is us, and I won't want to be anywhere else.
And if there's anybody that feels that this is not where you are, or you feel like this is somewhere you don't think that you can be, just try it. Like, just being open and talking and just being goofy. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Unapologetically you.
Yeah.
That's what I strive for. I strive to be unapologetically me. From even being in here hitting my pen. This is a segment where I'm really gonna be free. I just want people to know you're not alone. It's okay to not be okay. It's not okay to be alone or to feel alone. You know, Find somebody that you can confide in. Um,
There's always one person out of people that you know or have grown to have a relationship. It could be outside of your family. Like, it doesn't have to be a family member that you feel as comfortable talking to, or just opening up to. Like, I'm thankful for the people that I have in my life, uh, that I have that relationship with, and can just call and let it go, let it rip, or whatnot. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. It's never whatever you're feeling, whatever emotion that you're feeling at the moment that makes you feel like it's time to end it all and you just can't take anymore. Um, no, that's coming from a place of darkness, and we all understand that what it feels like to be in a dark place in one way or another. It may not be suicide, but it just whatever it is. Know that you're not alone. There are people out here to help. Um, at the end of the day, like, just know you are loved by someone. Somebody cares about you. I may not know you, but if you're going through something, I care about you because I've been there. Um, so I hope you all enjoy this. Like, subscribe, share. I think this is fun. You know what I'm saying? I would love to do this, every Friday or whenever we find time to. I don't want to put you on a commitment like that. But no, it's dope. Like, I like having these in-depth conversations. So if it's not with her, I'm gonna push to have the Lions Den every Friday evening, with somebody who's willing to be transparent and vulnerable. And if that's you, DM me. Let me know how we can link, because every conversation makes the channel grow. And every conversation leads to an opportunity to educate someone else.
Hey, this was cool.
I appreciate that. I thank you for taking your time on this lovely evening. And
because I'm supposed to be in the bed.
Yeah.
No.
bringing your whole self. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times people can get in here. Like, I know you're somewhat nervous. That's natural. But I appreciate you bringing your whole self, your authentic self. Because that makes.
I can only be me.
I can cut that out.
That's who he created me to be. Me. So.
Absolutely. Well, keep being you guys. Keep on being dope. If you have any topics that you want me to discuss, you can email me, bigcatsafespace21@gmail, or like I said, DM me on Instagram, or you can message me on here on YouTube. Until then,
if there's some questions that, questions that couples would like to know the answer to, or our opinions on, I'm for
there
it.
you go. Our perspective, yeah. If you want our perspective on certain topics, feel free to send them. And I'll run them by her and we'll see what we can do. Because that's what this is about, man. Just being unified, no matter what ethnicity you are, what your life story is. You know what I'm saying? We're all one people. We're all human, and we're all gonna go through a vast set of trials throughout our life in one way or another. All right? You You got anything else to say before we go?
Nope. Good night.
Arrivederci.